Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, I am back on Path of Legends Ultimate Champion League ladder, playing with 3.0 Xbow Cycle, going for top 1000 in the world once more. So I did push to top 1k already, and I'm going to be doing it again, this time in the last week of the season. So I have some news for you guys. As of today, I am all done with all my final exams for my first semester of university, and so I'm actually done with my very first semester of university, which is actually really huge. So let's all say yay together and celebrate, because this is really nice. I mean, I got through. It's been pretty tough, computer science, not the easiest thing, but also it was pretty stressful, preparing for exams, and I had a final essay to submit for one of my classes. But I'm just glad everything is over now, because now I am free for over a month. My next semester, second sem, starts in January, so I have all of December, and I think like the first week of January just to chill and relax after a few months of school. So I'm really excited for this. Obviously going to be playing some ladder, or in general just going to be playing more Clash Royale. I was thinking of getting back into live streams, probably have time for other games as well, and hopefully time for some of my other hobbies like gym, and maybe just hang out with my friends. Overall, I'm just really excited for this time period. It's been quite a while coming. I would say I could have worked harder for sure in some of my classes, but I'm still very excited to, just be done and have a break. So, yeah, I'm going to split my Evo Archers in the back, and yeah, I'm at about 2240, 2250 rating points on ladder right now, so I think I'm like top 1.5, top 2k-ish. So I think top 1k is going to be about 2.4k plus. So I'll be going for, 6 wins maybe. I'm going to go in right now because he spent quite a lot of elixir, and I have the Evo Archer counter pushing. Goes for the Valk. I'm not going to knight. I feel like it would be a bit of an overcommit. I could knight to block the Valk at the bridge and get even more damage. But I think it's much more worth it to just go for a knight like this, activate king off that Valk and Firecracker. And as you guys can see, because of that, I have enough elixir to defend this minor minions push as well. So I really do think that's going to be a good game at this point. I'll log the Firecracker and Hog, then just Tesla for the Hog. And I don't even know what this guy's deck is. It's like minor Hog Rider, definitely like some mid-ladder menace type stuff with the Evo Firecracker in there. I'll just wait to Fireball. I'm not going to Fireball right away because, yeah, I don't need tower damage in the left. So that's a nice little tip for you guys if they're going for like, something you're going to spell out. If you're not going for tower damage in that lane, you can just wait to Fireball as late as possible, and you can maybe get some good value off of it. For example, just now I got to hit the Valk with the Fireball as well, so that was really clutch. King should help out with his minions. I'll log the Hog just to make sure I don't take any hits. And I think this might be it now, because I have Evo Archers lined up. I think it's time to go in again. I was, kind of biding my time, being patient. But now I'll just go in and Ice Spirit. Yeah, he didn't even try defending that because he knew it was over. If he went Eye Tower, that's why I went for the prediction Ice Spirit as well. And just Evo Archers to melt everything. So, nice first win against kind of a mid-ladder Hog minor deck. I guess you can find anything at this like top 2k range. But that is going to be a pretty nice one against sort of a weird deck. Let's keep the push going. Alright guys, so funner game against Skele Troller French, Seb Le Troller, FR, so France, I presume. He gives a good luck. I'll give it back, and split Archer's first play. We are now 1 off 2.3k. I'm about top 1.5k. So again, I'm going for top 1k in the world. There's usually quite a big gap, actually, between like 1.5 and 1k, like usually at least 100 trophies. I will log. I think it's worth it to take the little prince out and then just take the shields off. I think it's definitely worth it to log there. Has a Goblin Giant. Okay, I'm going to have to go for a late Knight. Now, that would have been a really good defense if he did not have a Goblin Giant, but he does, and he rages as well. I'll Knight, though. I'll Ice Spirit as well, just to keep it in place. And I actually think that worked out pretty much as well as it could have. I mean, I'm going to take some Goblin Giant damage here, but that is definitely not a bad situation. I mean, I'm still up like 1,000 damage, about 900 in the left lane compared to how much he got just now. And considering it's Recruit's Goblin Giant, this is the kind of deck you have to get a lead or lead against in single elixir. Like, there's no playing deep and then just like trying to clutch up and triple or something. Like, this is the kind of deck that you usually just lose to with 3.0 Xbow Cycle, but if you get a nice lead in single, you can maybe make something happen. So I'm actually going to go in right now. Maybe he goes Evo Recruits the back. No, he does not. He actually just goes Little Prince. Now he's going to go Evo. No, he goes for the ability instead, so no Evo Recruits. I could have fireballed that, to be honest. I actually would have gotten a lock, but I don't think it was worth it. I don't want to be super aggro that's a mistake I've been trying to make less these days. You know, I just try and be a bit too aggro sometimes, and I just lose in single because I'm down, like, say, 4 or 5 elixir. You know, I definitely could have gone Ice Spirit Fireball there and probably gotten a lock, but then it would have been down. See, I'm already down 2 by the time he goes Eva Recruits the back. Say I went for that Fireball play. I might have taken tower, but would I have been able to survive this counter push? Probably not, especially when he has a Goblin Giant as well. That being said, I do have my Evo Archers, which are going to help out big time against this push, as you guys can see. And that's actually going to help against 4 of the recruits. They're already gone. And they're actually shredding this Goblin Giant too, so that was a really clutch defense. And now I can actually go in, because now I do have the Evo Archers counter pushing. He does not have recruits or Goblin Giant in Cycle. He has Skele Drags. Fireball, yeah, he had no ground troops in Cycle, guys. Well, he had a Fisherman, but I guess he panicked and played it too late. Either way, as you guys saw, even if he did play it in time, it would have already been dead because of those Evo Archers being so clutch with that counter push. He calls a good game. It definitely is. Oh, he had a Little Prince too, I guess, but again, it all would have gotten shredded, absolutely shredded by the Evo Archers. And the reason I decided to Xbow the middle there is because I knew he was probably going to try and defend the Xbow if I played it in the left with like an LP or something. I wanted to maximize the value of my counter pushing Archers. So by playing the Xbow in the middle, you know, anything he played would have probably gotten caught in the crossfire of all the Archers. That's just why I decided to do that play, and it's going to pay off very well, because as you can see, we just beat Goblin Giant Evo Recruits. Very annoying matchup. I do think Evo Archers help out a lot, though, but I just think I played single elixir very well. You know, that was a really nice exchange at the start to trade damage against the Recruits Goblin Giant push and actually get a lock somehow. So that was pretty nice, honestly, and that's going to put me, once again, top 1.5k, 2.3k now, so about 4 off. Alright guys, another game against Blue V2. Yeah, I think about 4 wins should do it, you know, or 3 wins maybe, but that's going to be like borderline 2.4k, so probably 4 to secure it. I will just log these goblins back, and let's see what he's going to be running here. So again, guys, yeah, I'm really excited. You know, finally done with university, at least for a while. Only my first semester of many to come, but just, you know, I made it through. I'm really excited. Hope you guys are proud of me. Goes for a Lumberjack and a Firecracker. Okay, I could honestly Xbow right now, but I think I'll just chill on Fireball. That's a lot of Fireball value to take. I could have Xbowed because you just spent 7 elixir. He was at like 4. So if I went in the right, he would have been low, but I don't know what he has. You know, maybe he had like a really good... Oh, he has an Earthquake? What? Okay, now I'm definitely going to go in because he just EQ'd nothing. I don't know what that's about at all. Goes for a Hog. Oh, he has... Okay, Ice Spirit Log. That should kill the Wall Breakers. Beautiful. And I think we'll get a lock as well. Skeletons to predict something. Those Goblins, I'll Knight as well. He can log, but he's going to still take some damage from this Xbow. And the Knight's going to force out a Lumberjack. If he goes Firecracker, that's not going to be enough. So he does have to go Lumberjack here. Yeah, he goes Firecracker. Okay, I guess it is enough, but I mean, it's going to die. Like, it's just a... You never want to play a Firecracker like that. I'm actually going to Xbow at 6 because he's so low on elixir. And if he goes Lumberjack, I can kite it off to the side, as you guys can see here with this Ice Spirit. Okay, looks like he was too low to go for a Tesla. So that was a really good Xbow, just elixir counting. You know, I knew he was low on elixir after spending so much there, especially after that missed EQ, and then going for like a late Firecracker like that, he was definitely just low on elixir, so that was really clutch. He does have a high Tesla though now, so if he goes a Hog and I Tesla down low, he can EQ it, or if I Tesla up high to avoid the EQ, then Tesla of his own will snipe it. So thankfully though, he just lets it die. I think he honestly should have just gone in, because I would have been in a bit of trouble, but it does work out for me. I'll log the Goblins off. And honestly, the game does look over, guys. Once again, another mid-ladder deck. You know, we faced a very real, very scary deck, that Goblin Giant Recruits deck. But then now, these decks I'm up against, like these, like whatever. This is Hog, EQ, Wall Breakers. Like, this is strange. I mean, these mid-ladder type decks are no real concern, honestly. Okay, there's the Lumberjack Hog. That is a scary push, but I will get my Evo Archers in to help out. And that should just take everything out, to be honest. Yeah, I'll take one Wall Breaker hit, because it was raged, I guess. But now we have the Evo Archers counter pushing. Can he even stop these, honestly? Okay, EQ is going to kill them. But Ice Spirit... Oh, man, he actually defended that pretty well. That was a good Ice Spirit by me. I guess I should have gone, like, as soon as possible. Like, maybe even predicting it. But I just did not think he would defend that so easily. He did defend that very easily. Nonetheless, you know, I'll just Tesla a Log to keep my Tesla alive, because it is going to stay on the board and just be annoying. Now he's probably going to go Hog Lumberjack again, if I had to guess, because that's what he likes to do. Yeah, there it is. It's definitely coming. So I'm going to Xbow this time. I just want to pressure a bit, and I can probably get, like, some damage if he's not ready. Like, he has to EQ, I think, or log at least, or that's going to be a lock. Yeah, so nice Xbow pressure. Does force the EQ out, which actually misses the tower, by the way, so that was really not optimal on his end. And again, like, the game is over, because if I just defend well the whole game, he can't really get any damage. I mean, Evo Firecracker, sure, that's going to be a pain, but otherwise, not really. And, okay, I'm going to have to go for my Evo archers here. I'll take one hog hit. Honestly, that's fine. I'll take some Firecracker chip too. That is not fine, though, honestly. That is a bit suboptimal. And I want to go in, but I guess I could... Oh, wow, Firecracker the bridge. Oh, God. I'll just Fireball Tower and then activate King off the Firecracker. He gets so much damage pouring in because of that, though. That is a bit annoying. See, this is the downside of going same lane, especially against, like, an EQ deck, because you can't just go in. I think Spell Cycle's the name of the game at this point. I mean, he's EQing my tower. I'm just going to Fireball back, and honestly, I just have to not take damage from the Firecracker splash as well. That is like the biggest problem right now, those Firecrackers. I'll Knight up high though, keep my archers alive. Archers, as you guys can see, will be very nice against the hog. I'll Tesla too, and that's going to take everything out, though he might outcycle me now. I'm going to defensive Xbow. I think it's going to be a pretty good play, because he's definitely not going to Earthquake it. He does not seem to enjoy Earthquaking if it doesn't really suit him, so I doubt he's going to EQ this. I'll just Rapid Cycle to my Tesla, Ice Spirit to be safe, and then, yeah, as you can see, EQ's tower naked. I can just Fireball Tower back, log, and that's going to be one more Fireball log, and the Xbow's putting in a lot of work. I will Knight for the Firecracker, Tesla last second, and that's definitely, if I take the Wall Breakers, I'll lose, but I don't, so that's it. That's just Fireball log. Very nice win. Honestly, not the easiest matchup, considering he had Evo Firecracker, and he had EQ log, so a bit more tricky than it seems, even though it's like mid-ladder weird stuff. We were able to take the win, so very nice. Just playing principled, playing nice, and had a nice lead in single, so slowly getting back up there. Alright guys, funny game against Prob. Oh, this is my friend. His name is Problematic Car, or Problematic CR, one of them, I think. And he is a good friend of mine. I'll give him the good luck, because we're going to play. I'm recording, and I think we would tie if it was end season. I mean, I've known him for years. Like, we're not too close now. We don't really talk much, but he used to comment on my videos, and I used to use his tier list when I was making, like, you know, matchup tier lists, and we've just talked quite a bit before. Like, he's a cool guy. He streams on Twitch. If you guys did not know, you can check him out. I think it's like Problematic R, something like that. But he's a Mortar bait player, so as far as the matchup goes, it's going to be a decent matchup. Honestly, well played with that Musky Mortar play. I was not ready for it, to be honest, so he's going to get some damage here. With the log at least. I'll have to Ice Spirit for that Knight. And so he has Skele Barrel, Goblin Gang, Spear Goblins, probably Evo Knight, I guess, and then the Musketeer. Honestly, I feel like this is my matchup. Before Evos, this was my matchup, and I feel like it still is slightly for me, just because I feel like my deck has better pressure than his. I mean, his Skele Barrels aren't really an issue at all. I can defend them 3 for 3 with my archers and get a counter push, especially considering the fact I have Evo archers here, which will help me just cycle to them. I'm actually already back to my Evo archers right now, by the way. I'm just going to log, and I don't necessarily want to waste the archers. I guess I'll go for them. And then I can go in the right. Oh, that's going to melt the gang. I'll go in the right for sure now that he wasted the gang, sort of. And the archers will help out too. Let me Ice Spirit. If I was him, I would probably Fireball this Archer plus Xbow right now. Looks like he's not going to do that. Oh, he does Fireball now. I get some chip in the left, though, so honestly that worked out either way, because even if I don't get any damage from this Xbow, which I will, I'll Skeletons last second. As you guys can see, I get about 300 damage for that, so that's another play I love making, by the way. That last second Skeletons is just, or last second log, last second Fireball, whatever it is, just to catch them off guard. They probably won't be ready for, you know, you supporting your Xbow last second like that. We do get a nice lock, so that's probably going to be game, if I had to guess, because he has Fireball log. He's the same spells as me. So with this lead, if I just defend well, I think I'm going to be fine. That being said, though, Evo Mortar is going to be scary. I don't really think that was the best gang, because I was probably going to Fireball either way. Usually, guys, when they're against a Mortar deck like this, especially Mortar bait, if they're, like, spamming stuff in front, usually you want to wait as late as possible to play stuff on the Mortar. Like, you do not really want to go for, you know, just Tesla on it, because they're definitely just going to defend it. Okay, this is getting a bit sketchy now. I'll go for my low Knight, log everything, and I guess Evo Archers to take the Mortar out. And then I can get Xbow, because I have Evo Archers counter pushing. Well, they're not going to help out, sadly. If they split, that would have been perfect, but they're not going to. He does have to Fireball, though. He's at, like, 0 Elixir right now, guys, because he went Fireball, and then he went Knight and Skele Barrel. Like, he is so low right now. I think he'll be able to defend, though, honestly. Mortar on defense is very good against Xbow, so I think he will be fine, especially if he just Fireballs here. Oh, good catch on the Muskie, though. Let me see if I can salvage this Xbow at least a little bit. Log is, well, I could just Xbow at 6 again, to be honest. Okay, I'll probably just let those spears go and then go in. I mean, I'm definitely up elixir right now, so I will let that go and then go in. Okay, it looks like we're actually even, so he actually did hold off pretty well. I felt like I had the offensive momentum. I guess I was mistaken. But the archers will defend that Skele barrel. I'll go skeleton just because only one archer is alive, and then I'll knight late. And since he did just fireball, I could punish with a defensive Xbow. Sadly, the Musketeer is not in range of the tower, but that's not really a concern. I'll archers. I hate to waste Evo archers like this, but I kind of have to. He does fireball them and misses tower, though. I guess I'll fireball back. When they fireball like that, you could not afford to fall behind. Like, we have the same spells. I basically just want to fireball every single time. And I'm going to go in the right, guys. This Xbow is not to get any damage. The sole purpose is to bait elixir out, and it looks like I succeeded because I got the Evo Mortar out, which is a big offensive issue, so I'm really glad that was baited out. And I also, you know, forced out the Musketeer and everything, so now I'm just chilling. Like, I'm very happy with the outcome of that. I think I can afford to log not on the tower a few more times because I do also have a faster cycle than him, by the way. So I can probably just afford to go for some more logs. That was a beautiful fireball. Knight, Muskie, and Skele barrel. Beautiful. But now he can fireball me back. Although, as I said, I have a super fast cycle. I'm already back. I'm just going to fireball. And at this point, I'm up about 100. All that's really going to matter is not taking any damage from, like, the stray troops. If I can just afford to do that, I can win. So I'm just going to log fireball. I think one more log fireball from both of our sides is going to come down. But I think I will win because I have the lead from before. So let me just log all of this. A ton of value. Ice Spirit first and then fireball. Ice Spirit first just so that the mortar doesn't hit my tower by any chance. And that's going to be GG. So very close win. Again, against Probby's my good friend. I'll give him the well played and the heart. Because he played well and I never see Mortar bait like this variant at least. I always see like, you know, Minor, Skele King. So respect to him for still playing Skeleton Barrel. Honestly, it's a very dead card. But yeah, nice win against a good friend of mine and a pretty good player as well. 2369, top 1.2k-ish. So we're getting some nice wins. As you guys can see, he is a pretty good player in his own right. Alright guys, into a match against some. Looks like a Japanese player, I guess, based on the clan. Okay, goes for Ice Spirit, Barrel first plays. Very annoying getting starting handed like that. Did not have login cycle, so I'm going to take about 300. Did not have anything to respond to the Ice Spirit right away. And no log, so that's just a bit of a pain. I'll knight to predict the princess. Okay, goes for a log. That's fine. Logbait. So classic Logbait I actually have not seen in the meta, like, at all recently. I think, you know, there's a lot of recruits. There's, Goblin, Giant, Sparky, although I guess it does well against Sparky. But I think the meta is just not very favorable for Logbait these days, so, like, I'm really happy about that, because I hate this matchup. But I have not seen much Logbait at all. If he logs these archers, I will actually go in the left. He goes Ice Spirit, I guess I'll still go in, just to, you know, utilize his Tesla to its maximum effect, and force out a rocket. Looks like he's actually just going to defend. Wow, guys, I actually could have won the game right there. Oh, I actually just did a big misplay as well. Skeletons should have saved them for the left, because I'm going to take like 200 from these spears. 300. And that's just really not optimal. I have to log the princess too. He's already up like 1,000. That is really not good. But yeah, that was a big misplay. The skeleton's going to cost me like 300 in the lane that I want damage in as well. So, or that I want to prevent damage in. So that sucks. I'll just split my Evo archers though. You know, might as well. I've noticed, guys, sometimes what I like to do with Evo archers is I like to go in when I have them in cycle. Well, he's going to get quite a bit of damage here. Very annoying, but I'll go in the right. He does have to respond to both lanes. He can just rocket the right. I'll get some damage, though, and then he has to respond to the left as well, where I'll get some damage, too. Because Knight, yeah. Oh, Archer's on tower as well. Oh, that is 3 hits, and Knight gets so much damage. Okay, that's probably a good game, guys. He messed up so hard there. And I will Tesla. Beautiful Tesla. I knew he was going to princess the bridge. They love to do that, so great play on my end. And that is probably a good game now. He can go in, but I have my archers skeletons at the ready. So, yeah, we're chilling. Honestly, all he really had to do was just get the timing right. Like, he really just messed up with that timing. Although I did a really good job of, like, you know, my knight and archer going ahead by a bit. The knight going ahead, so he couldn't really just easily knight. Because it would have been much easier, obviously. Like, the only reason he messed that up is because it wasn't, like, easy to do, necessarily. But I'm still very happy about that, of course. Okay, I'm going to have to fireball this for sure. And then just log, then I'll kite the knight into my Tesla. Honestly, no real issue. Not much, like, wrong with fireballing a princess at the bridge like that, especially if you need to. Like, don't be afraid to. And I'm honestly just going to go in right now, because he spent so much elixir. He's just been spamming Archers to predict the Inferno tower, nice, and I can't fireball tower with that, sadly. I think I can still get a small lock here, to be honest. Unless, wow, that's still on the Xbow. That is so healthy for such a low HP eye tower. Maybe still get a lock though. Princess is gonna die. Oh, Xbow, he's so low in elixir right now, guys. Like, he's very low. So this should be pretty good. Oh, goes eye tower. I'll just fireball it. And log. Maybe still get a lock from the log and fireball range. Or burst damage, rather. Nope. Still, though, maintaining a lead of about 1,000. Honestly, I could have predicted that, but I had a feeling he would not, like, go eye tower like that. Like, I really did not think he would. So, honestly, props to him for doing so. Goes for a rocket barrel. Gonna be a lot of damage pouring in, but I can just fireball back. And no real issue, you know, he still is two rockets behind. And I have a faster cycle than him, so I'm just going to fireball cycle him out. Also just going to Xbow to pressure. And Knight to predict. Skeletons on the right. You want to predict both sides when you go Xbow the middle like this. I'll go for my Evo Archers all in the corner to snipe that eye tower super fast. Then I'll fireball the Knight and just make sure I get some damage coming in. And we get a lot of damage in the right as well, guys. Look at that. The 2 Evo Archers and Xbow is on tower in the left. We kind of destroyed this guy, honestly. I haven't played the Logbait matchup in a while, but I guess Evo Archers are pretty clutch to use when they come down to it. So that was a nice win. And that's going to put me 2,395, top 1.2k. So now I think 2 wins off. Alright, guys, so we're game against Fabricio. So I think I checked leaderboards. Top 1k is about 2,424, like exactly. So this one should do it, but we'll see how it goes. Fabricio, don't know what this guy's playing. He has pretty good badges, though, ladder and GT badges, so should be in for not necessarily like a free one, right? Just going to Xbow the left. Not sure what he's doing, really. He's not doing anything, actually. He just goes Barbs. Okay. Evo Barbs, Barb Barrel. Don't know what this is at all, actually. Like, kind of a strange combination. And E-Drag? Okay, level 13 as well, I just noticed. Well, that's going to be a dead E-Drag, pretty much. Well, I'm going to activate King off of this, actually. That's why I saved my Ice Spirit. And I get 1,000 damage. That's going to be a nice lead. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the rhythm I go for, guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know I always go for the second E-Drag attack to activate King off of it. But sometimes you can't afford to do that, like just now, when the E-Drag's already, like, pretty low on HP. It's only going to hit you once. So then the rhythm I go for is 4 hits from the tower. And then it's going to attack. I'm going to have Skeletons and Knight, honestly, because he is not high on elixir at all. He actually has enough for Barbs. I'm surprised, because he just spent 8. So how did he get 3 that fast? Oh, well, I guess he survived. For now, at least. I can ignore the right side entirely, because I do have the activated King. Xbow actually helps out too, which is nice. I'm actually going to Xbow at 6, guys, because he's low in elixir. He cannot afford to go Golem in time. I'm very certain of that. Especially after that Barb Barrel. So all he has in cycle right now is E-Drag. He has like E-Drag, Tornado, Pump, and one other card, a Golem, right? But can't afford it. So nice. Gonna Evo Archers to snipe this E-Drag. As you guys can see, it's going to get melted. And wow, it got melted before it could even get a 3rd hit off. And that's honestly a good game. Good NATO attempt on his end, but not going to be enough. And just like that, I mean, it's pretty much over. He does have Evo Barbs. No, he does not. He's actually screwed. He does not have anything. Goes Golem the back. I'll just Knight to match it. And guys, oh wait, I just noticed that Golem is level 13. Okay, this guy, did he just queue with the wrong deck? Or, I don't know. I mean, he's not playing bad, but like, he's falling for all the tricks that I get against Golem players anyway. I don't feel like he would be a Golem main, just based on how he's been playing, and of course his card levels. Like, if he is this high with all level 13s, or like half level 13s, respect, but I doubt he is, to be honest. Like, probably a wrong deck, which I'm grateful for, honestly. I have a lot of experience against Golem Pump, so hopefully this helps you guys out. That's a beautiful fireball that I will certainly take, and there's nothing he can do right now. I mean, the game is over. He gives a CRL emote. He is mad. Sadly, I don't have my flex emotes, guys. I have 4 global tournament emotes, and none of them are on this account, so that's unfortunate. I also have 3 20-win emotes, and none of them are on this account either, so, you know, very unfortunate. But anyways, that's going to be a nice win against Golem Pump. Did not even give him the chance to pump once, and yeah, good pressure can really make or break a Golem game, guys. So if you can abuse single, definitely do so, because you're going to get them. So that's a nice win. That's going to put me maybe pretty close up. Let's see where we are. Okay, not updated yet. 2421, 1023 in the world. So not top 1k quite. So I'm going to have to play one more. So I will get the last match and be back. Alright, guys, so I'm going to go against Xbow God. Okay, this is going to be pretty interesting. If it's an Xbow mirror match, I'm actually ready for it, because I'm pretty good at the Xbow mirror, I'd say. I'm gonna log first play, see what he has. Boss CR goes for a LP. I'm gonna Knight. I don't want a Fireball because it's a -1, doesn't even kill it, and I don't have a Login Cycle to kill it behind. So, Sparky, I'm just gonna defensive Xbow. Honestly, the best play because I could offensive Xbow, I don't have a Knight in cycle, so I don't really feel comfortable going for the offensive Xbow, especially when this Knight's just gonna die to the Sparky. So, if he ignores it and goes all in, I don't think I can defend. I don't think I can stop the tower trade, and that's just not what I really want to get out of this interaction, so I'm just going to chill. Defensive Xbow is always the safest play I like to make against Sparky and single elixir, just so you guys know. I'm just going to archers to match the Knight. He does fireball the archers off, that is totally fine. That's a dead Knight, actually. And I think I can go in, guys, because he does not have fireball in cycle. I'm going to Knight the back to set up for an early Xbow push, and he rages too. That's great for me, because he's down quite a bit. I'm gonna Xbow. I can archers, and he can't actually fireball the archers either. So mini peck at the back. That's final archers. Ice Spirit to reset the Goblin Giant off the Xbow. Skeletons too. He does not have rage either. So I think I'm gonna get a lock right now, guys. I'll log this all back. That is a lock. Oh no, it's not. He goes for a Knight. That's still a decent counter push though, and honestly, he still might have lost the game because he has to respond to this even more. Yeah, minions, and now I think he loses to Xbow Evo archers. Like, doesn't he? Like, I don't really see what he can do. If you go Sparky, the Evo Archers will melt it. I think the only play he can do is like let it lock on and then go late Sparky, but then the Evo Archers are going to be problematic. Anyway, no Goblin Giant in cycle, let's go. Xbow, Evo Archers, he can fireball if he wants, but Sparky comes down. Oh, that is it. That is good game. I'll give him the well played. He's been BMing the whole time, so just going to give him the sarcastic well played. And he is done for. Like, he's literally done. I'm going to Knight not Skeletons because he might rage to predict them, so don't want to let that happen. And that is good game. Log just to make sure. Didn't really need it, but it's double elixir anyways. I can afford to. And just beautiful single elixir punish again. Just as the Golem game went, you know, these games can be made or broken in single. Especially like these beatdown matches. So if you know how to punish, if you know how to manipulate like cycle and everything in single, you can really get a lot of mileage out of this deck, guys. Xbow Cycle is it's a deck that just rewards you playing perfectly, but it has a crazy punish game if you play it well, of course. Gonna second Tesla here. That is a fireball if I've ever seen one on the minions, Knight, Goblin Giant, and Mini P.E.K.K.A. And that is a dead Mini P.E.K.K.A. now. Then I'll just Knight, and that was a really good defense. So honestly, he also just constructed that push really poorly. He went Evo Knight behind the Goblin Giant, like what? The whole point is for the Evo Knight to tank for the Goblin Giant, so yeah, he played kind of scuffed, to be honest, but, I mean, I'll take it. You know, really nice win, and we might even take a second tower here. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, we're actually going to take the second tower while he was defending as well, by the way. So, very nice. Again, just really good single elixir punish on my end, and that is going to be it, guys. Definitely going to be top 1K, maybe like top 850 or so, because I was very close. Yeah, 875, very nice. 2452 medals, so very, very good stuff. Honestly, just really nice single elixir punishing in both of these games, which again is a pretty big component of the Xbow Cycle deck if you play it well. So that is my top 1K ladder push, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.